Yeah, now let's learn about what are factors. Okay, last uh, I'll just talk about few things like to understand what multiples are. So when I say multiples of 3, so what I mean is the table of 3. 3 into 1 is 3. So 3 into 2, 6. 3 threes are 9. 3 fours are 12. Now we have this multiples over here, and what are these factors? If you look at the multiples, we'll know that 3 into 1 or 1 into 3 is equal to 3. So to say, if someone asks you what are the factors of 3, factors are nothing but after multiplying two numbers, what if you are getting 3, what are the factors of 3? It means that they are basically multiples. They're basically numbers which when multiplied together give number 3. So these two, 3 and 1, are factors to get 3. This is how you need to think. Now if I say number 9, what are the factors? Okay, look at this, number 9. Very interesting over here now. Because over here you have only 3 and 1. Now here you can either write 3 into 3, or you can also write 9 into 1. So 3 is a factor, 9 is a factor, 1 is also a factor of 9. So what factor defines is when you are dividing when you are multiplying two numbers or three numbers, how you need to get the number 9. So that's how you get to know those are the factors of 9. So when you multiply 2, 3, 4 numbers together, whatever numbers they might be, if you multiply them and get the number, that those numbers are basically factors of number 9. So you multiply those numbers with some other numbers and you get 9. This is one way to think about it. Another way of thinking about factors is you start dividing this number 9 with different numbers. Can you divide this with 2? 2 fours are 8. No, it's not directly divisible, exactly divisible. It's not. So look at 3. I've changed 2 to 3. Now 3 threes are 9. Now it is exactly divisible by 3. So these 3 into 3. So 3 are the factors. So 3 into 3. These are the factors of 9. Okay. So there are different ways to think about it. Now let's find out the factors for 25. Factors for 25. So 5 into 5 is 25. Then you have 25 into 1. This is also another way of finding out the factors. You have 5, 25, 1. These are the factors of 25. So basically you will have 25 in the multiples of 5. You will have 25 in multiples of 25. You will have 25 multiples of 1. 125s are 25. So that's how. So these are factors. So you divide that number into a number If it gets exactly divisible, then it becomes the number which is dividing becomes the divisor becomes the factor, or the quotient becomes a factor, because it using that quotient and the divisor you could divide that number exactly and get the remainder as 0. So what I mean to say is, you take another factor. The r has disappeared. Factors. So if I want to write a number, say 100, what are the factors of 100? Now you have so many numbers which you can divide 100. So you can divide 5 into 20. Now look at what I am doing. 5, 20. I can again write 5 into 4 is 20. I can even go further by saying 5 into 5 into 4 into 2 into 2. I have divided 2 again. These are all factors of 100. So look at this. I say 25 into 4. I'm coming back to this. 25 into 4 is 100. Then you have 100 into 1. These are also factors. See how in a different ways you can actually divide 100 or get multiples, so that multiples of a number to get 100. So this is what factors are, and these are the numbers over here which form the multiples are basically which one multiplied give you the number. Those are the factors. These are all factors.